everyone. This is Abhilasha Dwivedi, and I'm back with another series. And just trust me, I couldn't have not done this because this is about expats. Now, the life in different countries is always, interesting for people who are living in India. But how it is for the people who are actually living there? I'm going to, request some of my friends and maybe friends of friends to come with me on the series and where they will share their experience and their aspirations and how exactly they are enjoying or not enjoying. What are their plans if they can share with us? So today I have a very dear friend, Miss Priyanka Kati, and let us hear from her because she has not just traveled in different countries, she has lived and in those countries and she has made her family, she has created a life there. So over to you, Priyanka. You're most welcome on my show. The name of the show is the Expat Post. Yes, Priyanka, tell us something about your life and how it was being an Indian. Yeah.
Thank you, Abhilasha. So thank you for
Most welcome.
being here. Life in US. So I'll start from the very beginning when we just met, right? So we met in school, and coming from a very small town in Bihar, I never thought of living anywhere else, even though I was very fond of traveling back then also, and wanted to travel at least India, because that's the horizon of my thinking, that I'll go in different part of India and I'll see the whole India. And that was my dream at that
But who
time.
knew? It will be more than that.
Yeah. So, yeah. So 10 years fast forward, and I was in college after school, and was getting interviewed for my first job, and then it was Tata Consultancy Services. And one big attraction for that is that TCS sends people to people overseas, yeah, and that was a big attraction. So I joined TCS, and then my travel started from there. Real travel started outside Bihar. Travel started from there. So first went to Trivandrum and for training, and stayed there for 3 months. Then got posted in Bombay, stayed there for some time. Went to Chennai for training, mainframe training. Stayed there for 3
We're
months.
actually having India tour.
Yeah, and I was having a good time, because everywhere I would go, I would see, not just stay in the city, but I will see everywhere around it.
Wow.
Wherever I could make a day trip or a weekend trip, I would go and I will see. So then I got transferred to Bangalore, and that took about a year. All this 4 or 5 places I
In a
visited,
beautiful place.
many other weekend
Yeah.
trips. So when I went to Bangalore, there I got the opportunity to go to Australia for my first assignment. And that was my first overseas trip. And while going to Australia, it was a long, long flight. That was the first time I was flying for that long. So I was feeling like excitement, feeling little sick also that I'm going to be away, because it was 1 year assignment. So I won't be able to see my parents, my siblings for a year. It was making me a little bit sick also, but it was excitement also. And as soon as I landed in Sydney airport, it was like a fresh air, and everything, all worries went away. It felt so good. It felt so good. I mean, surprisingly, because I was not expecting that. Then there's few of where I was going to stay with other TCS employees, girls. They had to pick me, and then it felt like a family. It's another family. Within a few days, after a week, first weekend came, and I tagged along with them to see Melbourne.
Yeah.
So traveling is my passion, and going in new places is I just comes from within, and I just enjoy it. It gives me a positive vibe, and I take it as a positive thing. So stayed in Australia for 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and I loved the place. But then in the meantime, I got married, and I was expecting my first child. So we came back to India to deliver for delivery. And then within few week, actually, within a few weeks, my daughter was born, and I took some time off from work and then joined again. And in the meantime, my husband's career was taking a different route, and he was given an assignment to come to US. So yeah, so he went to US, he came to US, and I was still in India looking for a assignment. Then I got an assignment in US, and then so I was in India for 2 years. And when we were in India, we thought, okay, we were in Bangalore, and we thought that this is where we are going to live. Bangalore is our home.
Bangalore is Bangalore, of course.
Bangalore, yeah. We bought an apartment and furnished it, put the pictures, and nicely got painted with our liking, furnitures of our liking, furnished it because we were going to live there. And we stayed there for 3 months only. Then we had to leave.
The forever was for 3 months.
That was for 3 months. So, my husband and I were thinking that we will go to US, earn enough money to pay the loan.
Yeah, like that's how I think most of the people who are going from India to US and other, countries, they think like that. Let's earn some money and come back.
Right. So so I came in US in 2005, and it was winter. Yeah.
My.
Yeah. So when I landed, my husband was here for some time, so he got used to the place and settled quite well. So when I came here, it was all like it had snowed the night before. Next day I had to go to office, and there was a path that subway train that I had taken on. So when I came out of the apartment to go to the subway station, it was a walking distance. All the snow around and the cold, I was like, my face got frozen, my eyes were teary. It's like I cannot explain you the chill, that the cold, I mean, the real cold I felt. Like I have never felt so much cold before. And I had jackets and everything, but this face was frozen. I did not expect that. So somehow I got inside the subway and it was warm there. And the first week at work went well. Then the weekend came and we thought, okay, let's go on a drive and see the place around. So we were going on a drive, and it was all snowy, and snow looks good, right? When it rains.
Yeah, it looks very good though. I have to say.
But in the morning here, like overnight only, the snow gets plowed. It puts on the side of the road, and it looks murky, dirty, and I cannot explain you how ugly that looks. And that's the sight I was seeing. And coming just a few years back from Australia, I had Australia is beautiful. And this place is like all the leaves are gone, the bare trees and the dirty snow on the side of the road, and road looks narrow and cold. I was like, how am I going to live here for 2 years? That's it. I was like, oh my God, somehow, but we have to live because we came here
live. Yeah.
Purpose.
Well,
right?
Yes.
Right. 6 months passed, and it was spring first, and then summer, and then things changed. The trees has flowers. Everything became green, and we took little detour, on a road trip. We took a longer road trip, and the countryside is really, really beautiful here, and the open space, and the air is so fresh and clean, and no sound pollution. So now I started liking US, but still I had made up my mind that we both of us wanted to go back. Then 6 years passed like that, and we still had one foot in India, one foot in US, and well prepared mentally to go back. But then again, another job opportunity came. I was expecting my son, and this whole thing is like. We had to make a decision, because after 6 months or 6 or 7 months, I think, 6 or 7 years, you cannot extend the visa beyond that. You have to go back to India, stay there for a year and come back, or some kind of rule was there. So we had to make a decision. So we made a decision. We said, okay, we will go for a green card and we will stay here. So we applied for a green card. Our son was born here, and then we decided to stay here. And that time still it's a decision you have, and when you make a decision, you have to live by it. still not fully American. Still, again,
And at
my
heart,
heart is still in India.
yeah.
Still like thinking that I'm an Indian and my family is there. But then we were living in an apartment at that time. So now when we decided that we are going to live here, we decided that we are going to live in a proper place where there are good schools and some more space than the apartment. So we moved to where we live now. We stayed here for a year in another apartment to look for a house. And then we bought this house where we are right now.
Wonderful.
And yeah, in the meantime, we became citizen, and this is our home. I cannot think of
So
living in.
which moment you felt that now this could be our home, where, before that you were already like in your mind, Bangalore was your home. So when that house was home and this was house. So when this happened, that this house became home.
Yeah. So this house became when we bought this house, we were thinking that this is where we are going to live at least for 10 years till our kids go to college. We are going to live here, and that still we think. So in being a traveler, being a nomad,
No matter.
yeah, for me, house is where my family is. Sorry, home is where my family is. It can be
Right.
anywhere. So when we came to the rental apartment in this town, the moment we opened the door, our son was still in a bassinet. So put him down on the floor and looked around, and it felt like home, even
Uh-huh.
though it was a rental. So for me, wherever my family is my home.
Wow.
So
So sweet.
that's how.
Actually, it is so heartfelt. I can actually sense it. Feel the
Yeah,
vibe, Priyanka. That's so
yeah.
wonderful you said. Yeah.
So
Very,
if I have to vacate this house, move somewhere else with
very
my family, I will do it. I have no problem with that.
family.
Yeah, but my family has to be there. So that becomes my most important thing for
So
me.
cut to few more years, you are no longer going to any kind of office, but you're still busy with a lot of more creativity, I would say, and probably more time with your family, right? So how
Yeah.
that journey is going on.
So that's another story actually. So when I came to US, I was still working for Tata Consultancy Services,
Mhm.
and as they say that you join a company and you leave your manager. So I left my manager. I left the company along with that and joined a company in US, and it was a completely different experience because the culture in American companies are so different than
Mm.
the culture in an Indian company. And I mean, I had one of the reason I felt that my career was not growing in because the mindset of the people
Mindset,
around.
yes, is different.
Yeah, that because my husband was also is still in TCS, that I'm his wife. So they are just that became my identity. And
Mm.
they started giving me project, which was like, because I have nowhere to go because my husband is here. They were just giving me any kind of work which I liked or not liked. But I needed the growth. I wanted to do new things. I wanted to take more responsibility. So that's why I left TCS and I joined another company here. And there, it was like it opened a new world for me, career-wise.
Mhm.
Like I mean, I could voice my opinion, my expertise, my thoughts, how to design things, how to make things, and people would listen. And like I really loved when I was working for a company. I loved when I working for TCS also, because that was my learning platform. I learned so much there, all the process, all the technology, how to work in a corporate environment, how to write professional email, things like that. The process improvements, all that I learned in TCS. And when I joined a company here, I got to implement all that because in TCS, I didn't get that much opportunity to implement those learning.
Mhm.
But that opportunity I got in a company here. So when after my son was born, he was still 2 years old, and my daughter was just going to college. Sorry, not college, high school.
Yeah.
She was in middle school. So that time, I needed to spend more time with my kids. and work-life balance was not there at that time. Work was taking more time, and my family was like kids. I was not able to give them so much time. So I thought I'll take some time off from work. I'll take a few years off, and then I will join again if I need to. And actually, at that time, I didn't think of need to, because I couldn't think of a life any other way than being a corporate employee. So I left the company and here that I was working with, and stayed for thinking that I will stay at home and look after my kids. So I did that, and while I was looking after my kids, I had plenty of free time, which I was not used to. And that was the time for me to explore other things I had never explored. So I wanted to learn new technology. I was always amazed how this website works, how this mobile app works. And I learned those, how to develop website, how to develop app. I always wanted to draw. So I joined classes, to painting classes, sketches, and I got to meet people who does that, and the professor, and a different kind of life in US. And in the meantime, I had more time, so traveling more again, going to places, went to India also, and then saw all this, got the opportunity to see Taj Mahal for the first time. The people there, went to a workshop where they were working with the marble inlaying. And I was amazed, and I said, I want that. I want that in my house. See, you see that bowl? That's a marble with marble stone inlay. I bought it from Agra, and I thought that I felt that it's not just me. There are other people here who are looking for these things and want to have missing the country, right? And these reminds us of our country and makes us feel like we are still in India, or things that is close to India. So the connection with the India is still there. So all that, and my daughter is an artist herself. She was taking art classes, and she does a wonderful job. I mean, the paintings there is all hers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So my house is full of her paintings, actually, her artwork. So all that together gave me an idea, and my I was just learning the website development and app development and all that, gave me an idea of this platform called Art and Buff. So I started that platform. First, I developed that website and what the artist needs. So the classes I was joining, they had a portfolio on a paper, a big folder. And I thought, okay, if we can make it, I can make it digital for everyone, not just for myself, because I don't have that much artwork to display, but other artists, or those like professors, or those who has the portfolio, our physical portfolio. If I can give them a platform to create a virtual portfolio, they can use that platform to display that.
Yes, wonderful.
Right. And then there was an idea that if I can give a platform for artisans in India to get a global exposure, maybe I can build a platform for that. My daughter was an artist, and he was asking that when I put my arts on Instagram, people is asking me that how they can
buy that.
They not buy, but ask for a commission work. So ask her to create something, and then initially she created for free for people, but then they offered, no, you should accept some payment, and then she was wondering how to accept that payment. So she was asking that, how do I do that? I don't want to give them my bank account number. I mean, it's not safe, of course. Email address is also not that safe for a teenager to be sharing. So with strangers especially. So then said, okay, she needs a platform. Maybe I can have a platform for kids like her who can sell the artwork or give us services related to our artwork without exposing themselves. So I can receive this platform can receive the payment on their behalf and then pass it on to them. So with all these ideas combined, Art and Buff came in play, and now it has multiple subsites and multiple things.
So tell us more about Art and Buff. I think you can show us something, right? Like how this looks like, the website, and what kind of vendors you have. If you can, then it will be great, Will be a
Absolutely. Thank you, Vilasha. I would love to. So let me share my screen.
sure. Yeah,
So,
I see.
so this is Art and Buff Bazaar. This is part of Art and Buff platform, and this platform is for artists and artisans in India to get a global reach. So anywhere from anywhere, people from anywhere can look at
Mhm.
these artwork, and so these are all created by an artist in India.
Wow,
Yeah. So these
really
are.
beautiful products.
Thank you. So these are some of the artists, and you can see their full list here. I have it open
So
here.
who can join, and what is the criteria to join, and how people can buy? Where is the visibility, etc.
So anyone who is based in India and create things with their hand can list their product here, can showcase their product. There is that's the only criteria. The art is the only
You should be
criteria.
Indian, and you should do make things with your hands.
Yeah, make things with your hands. So
Yeah.
yeah. So they can join. There is a link here for seller registration. So one can go and list their product. Every artist, for example, will go to
Is
one
there
artist.
any registration fee or something?
No, there is no registration fee. This is free because I wanted to make it so easy and so
Accessible for everyone.
accessible for everyone. Yeah, because the people who would envision would be benefited from this platform are
Mhm.
those who either don't have the technical skill to create the website themselves, or they don't have they would like to spend less money in going online, or no money in going. So here there is no money. It's a free platform,
And
and
we
it's
say that people from each and every part of India can just refer each other and join here. Is that can we say that?
yes, absolutely. Anyone from any part of the India can join. They can. So this is the page that looks for. This is one of our artists. Her
Okay.
store name is Color Conversation. Color, yeah, and these are her products.
Very beautiful products.
Yeah, she is really talented.
Yeah.
So there is a tag which says this is woman led shop, and this is a handcrafted product you can find here. So anyone can join, of course. Not only anyone can join, if like we also help them with the shipping. So in it's when someone is just starting out, shipping is a headache. That how will I send it to,
Yes,
let's say,
it's
US?
a big trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we help with them with that. Now GST is another thing that in India, if anyone wants to sell online, they have to have a GST ID. So to sell on Amazon, let's say, or Flipkart, one has to have a GST. What we do is that we make it easier for them, and we use our GST. We are registered in India as a business, and use our GST ID for them to sell their products, so that they don't have to worry about anything.
They don't have to worry about the GST. They don't have to worry about the shipping,
the
and they
website.
can just it's easy because there is no registration fee either. So there are three top points I would say that I think all the artists should come here, join, and try to sell their product. So wonderful. That's
Right. And this artist has a URL. So it's her personal URL with her name here. So she can just share it with anyone
yeah,
in the social network, and then they will just come here and see all her products without any distraction, and just take it from here.
correct. Right.
Right. So this is for India, for Indian seller. Now I was telling you that I wanted people to have their own portfolio online and all. So the main platform is this Art and Buff platform.
Wow.
And this is a thanks. This is a global platform. So let me
Okay.
accept it, please. There is a global platform, a platform for anyone from anywhere can join, and basically be part of it, socialize, sell, showcase, whatever is their need. And I'm still looking for things to do. So I'm always open and looking that what else can be done, what else an artist might be looking for. So if someone has some special request, they can definitely put that request and ask, contact and ask that, okay, can you do this, or can I do this? So I'll show you. So Socialize is it's called Hub, and this is a community. It's like a Facebook, but
Mhm.
only for artists.
Artists.
Yeah. So it's well, this is a free platform, so I had to put some ad to make sure that I'm not going bankrupt, right? And the platform can cover its own cost. But yeah, eventually I can. We'll see. So this is a platform. Once you log in, if you follow other artists, and you can see their post here. You can join a blogs. You can write your own blogs actually. So these are the blogs
Wow.
there. Yeah, but these are the when someone has posted their poem here.
Mhm.
And one can just go and write a blog, submit a blog. Just need to log in.
Wonderful. I think it's I have not seen anything like this, right?
Yeah.
It's something very new where an artist really can express even in words. That's really good.
Yeah. So I will show you some. There is one. So these are default images of
Mhm.
people. So there is a demo, and I'll show you how their profile page looks. So this is the profile page for this demo site. And see, you can express yourself in many different ways. There are more things to do, right? Introduce yourself. All your blogs will be here. You can see, or you can choose to display it here. If you have blogs here, your portfolio, you can show. And again, you have a unique ID. You can show that unique ID.
Yeah.
And you can share. So so that is one way to create your artistic profile here by having your various thing here. Then we have one more thing here, which is called Galleria. So Galleria is still a work in progress. So we went through, we went to Bazaar first, and we have a Galleria. Well, so this is work in progress. This one is not ready. It's not there yet. But
Okay.
the idea behind Galleria is that artists from anywhere in the world can
Mhm.
showcase their product
Wow.
and provide. So when they list their product, they can they will be able to put a link for
Mhm.
wherever they want to get order. If they want to sell it, if they are selling it on WhatsApp, on Amazon, on Flipkart, or anywhere, or their local platform in their country, they
Mhm.
can put a link on that product and people can buy. So this is still coming. It's not ready yet. It should be there in a month time. It should be ready. I'm hoping. But yeah, so that is a real global. So these
Great.
two are real
So
global.
you are so high on energy that even you are at home, you are doing like a wonderful thing for this artistic world, for the artists, artisans, for your country in a way. So tell me something little about social life, how it is in USA and how it is, how you are coping with that. Are you coping with that? You are enjoying it? How will you word it?
I'm enjoying it. I am not coping with it. I'm enjoying it. And I'm like,
How it is
I'm
different?
a little introvert, so I'm not. I would not classify myself as a social butterfly or a very social, actively social person. I do like to socialize in a close network, in a close group. Don't like going to an elaborate party all the time. It's so exhausting for me. But I do have some good neighbors, good friends here. TCS is still my like family, extended family, because of my husband's connection. Still, he is still being employed. So all the TCS family, and a few. My brother is here in US, so I
So
visit
it's
him.
already family. Family is here.
Yeah, family is also is here.
That
I mean,
is
it's not next door. He is in California, but yeah, he is here. So I visit him once a year. So so social life is it's not good. It's optimal. I didn't want it more. I didn't want it less. It's perfect.
works for you.
Yeah, works for me. What I think, what I miss here actually from India is the festival and the festivity. So
Mm,
we do celebrate Diwali. Holi, it's too cold here in Holi, so can't do much. So I miss Holi also, all that colors, playing with colors and water and that procession. When I was kid, there used to be a procession on the Holi morning with the music and songs and like a people were playing instrument on the road and dancing, and we will be throwing water and color and whatnot. So I miss all that. I miss the festivity of this of the Diwali, where every household is lit with the fairy
Different
lights.
colors, yeah.
um, and I miss that. I miss the pandal hopping in Durga Puja,
Durga Puja.
Dasara. That I miss all that. So yeah, festivals I do miss, and then the fashion. I miss the fashion in India, all the clothings and
Colors. So
the
basically, you miss the colors. That's why you have, compensated with your art and basket.
Yeah, actually, that was the bazaar is my way of bringing colors,
In your
not
life.
only to
Yeah.
my life, but like see the color here, the all that mm, what is this? Gende
Marigold.
ka phool. Genda, yeah, marigold, gende ka phool. So all that is there. So not just for me, but for all the expats in US, this is my way of bringing it here. Um, are connecting with the people there, connecting with the artists there, the art there. So yeah, other things I miss is the convenience. So like if I have to make a dress, I can just go to a tailor and get it made. You cannot do all that. You have to go to a department store, buy a or a boutique and buy it ready made. Otherwise, it's really
It's a
really costly.
different kind of convenience which is not there in US. And but there are some other things. So it's like give or take. It's fine. You're enjoying
Yeah,
life. I think you've made a lot of progress, right? And you're also trying to help Indians in your own way, what you can do. So,
right.
so
So
meaningful life, I would say you are having.
yeah, so I grew up in India, and I have seen the life of India and Indian women and what they can do staying at home also. I mean, it must have changed a lot in last 20 years, but what I have seen and what I grew up, um, I felt like I have to give back to them and I have to do something for them, and I have to do something for for the people, for the women, or the life I could have led if I had not been here, if I had not got all this opportunity to go to study engineering, to get a job in TCS, to come to US, to have this life. I would probably have been in of been a housewife in a middle class family there, and probably not have a job or never have worked, but still have the talent to make things. And I still like to stitch and like a sketch, and I'm not very good at it, but I can still do it. So
Mm.
not being having a tailor here, I can make my own like alter my own dress. So probably I would have been doing that. And if I had been there, and if this platform was there that I can just go and put some of my stuff that I make, I would have done that. I would have loved that. And that's my thought, that there are people who can benefit from this. So that's my way of giving the life, giving back to the country, or the
Mm.
life the other are living, which I could have lived.
We're also
uh,
living exactly.
yeah, if I had not had this privilege, this opportunity. So,
That's
so
wonderful. That's very
yeah.
thoughtful of you, Priyanka. Like, yeah. So it was really lovely talking to you, Priyanka. I must say that. And you gave an insight, and I can see, I think all of us can see your lovely family behind you.
Thank you.
A lovely house, beautiful colors on the wall, and the great work you are doing. I really appreciate the work. And I really hope that the artists and people in India, they can realize the potential this website, what you're still working on, is has. And I'm very sure that everything will work very well in favor of you and the artists and the art ultimately. So
Thank you.
all the best wishes from my side, and I'll catch you later. Thank you so much for speaking. Bye.
Bye.